So basically that confidence has to go with performance.
Of course.
And the results ought to show themselves that, you know what, you can't do without this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. No, that's interesting. Now, since then, you've been in spaces where you've seen business done differently. If you don't mind, do you want to share those spaces? Not necessarily naming companies,
Yeah.
but what sort of experiences you've had in those different business spaces that you've been?
I mean, I've been in different business spaces, so you can see when certain companies are being led by courageous people.
Yeah.
And people that seem to just float around and hope that someone might come up with the best idea and take it from there.
Okay.
Or just completely, I wouldn't say unorganized, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos, you know, you just
Okay.
there, surprised that the building is still up the next day. But yeah.
That often happens with highly bureaucratic companies. The legacy just goes on for decades on end. And you begin to wonder what is it that actually drives those companies or organizations. So, you know, once in a while, someone disturbs the system.
It's the courageous one.
And then the courageous ones disturb the system. And then there's a shake-up. For as long as the courageous one is still around, as soon as they leave, they go back to the old ways.
Of course.
Right. So, what value do you think courage brings to any situation?
I think to any situation, it brings quite a significant amount.
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
This is specifically in business.
Yes, in business, yes.
Yeah,
because for you to be able to knock on doors that are closed, that takes a lot of courage.
Okay.
Because, first of all, how are you on my doorstep? The door's not even open, but you knocked on it saying, look, you need me.
So courage, in a way, you can open the door without knocking if you go to the extreme.
You're like, listen, guys.
Okay.
Because being courageous means pretty much not only challenging yourself, but challenging the challenge itself.
Okay.
So you get there and you're like, guys, I see you guys have potholes. I can fill them.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. If you went out of your way at this point in time, how would you assess courage in another person?
Assessing courage in another person would be pretty much seeing how they deal with challenges.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if it's...
For example?
For example, at work.
Yeah.
Because work, you deal with tons and tons and tons of... Things get thrown at you, left, right, and center.
Okay.
So when, for example, someone has to present something.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact this person is a very shy person.
Okay.
And they go out of their way to ask for tips, look at past presentations and can come to the presentation actually present. And that takes a lot. To speak in front of people takes a lot.
Okay. Stage fright is common.
It is very common.
How would you deal with that, especially in a crucial business meeting? How would you deal with that? Let's assume you had stage fright.
I mean, you know how they tell you at school, they're like, listen, just imagine everybody is not even in the room and there's a mirror and you're talking to yourself and you present to yourself in the mirror and you got it. And you're sitting there like, yeah.
I got this.
I got this.
Yeah.
It's courageous that you know for a fact that, listen,
Right.
when I get there, I'm doing my thing. So courage, I feel like, goes hand in hand with confidence and believing in yourself.
Okay.
Once you know,
Do
I've
you
got this.
really need to have all three? Courage, believing in yourself, and confidence.
It would.
Or you need two of the three, or you need one of the three, or you need all three.
I mean, if you believe in yourself, then the confidence should probably just be there in the background. And the courage, yeah. I feel like courage is the main one when you're facing things.
Oh, okay. So the order would be courage, confidence, and then
Yeah.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Smooth tongue operators, they're confident, but don't necessarily believe in what they're presenting. Because obviously the ultimate
Yes.
goal is to get what they want by hook or crook. So, assuming you have met someone who like speak high, let me give you an example. One time we are at this shoot, so this young man comes up and I'm like I'm always curious about young folks in business. So he comes up and it's like, oh yeah, man, what is it that you do? I heard you speak big English. And what is it that you do?
Yeah.
Then he was like, me and my colleagues, we are in the business of building businesses. And I said, that's nice. I'm encouraged. In particular, I'm interested in how you build a whole database of clientele for a client so that they have a whole plethora of, different types of clients. So what do you do? Then he explains that, oh no, all you have to do is allow us to go through your business, see how you're doing business, and we make certain corrections so that when we bring in clients, you're able to meet their requirements.
Ooh.
I said, that's one hell of a responsibility. So where does your money sit? I said, no, we charge you a fee for getting those clients after we've fixed your business first. I said, okay, fine, assuming we don't need. In fact, I directly said to him, well, we don't need anything fixing. We are ready. We're just looking for clients. Would you be willing to consider that? And he said, okay, fine. I'm going to need to sit down and think through what you say. Which basically means his solution did not have that part.
Yes.
Right. But it's interesting because all of that was confidence speaking
Of course.
and courage.
Of course.
But there was no commitment to what he was saying. The reason could be that they've actually never successfully found a client for anyone.
Yeah.
That possibility exists, which
Yes.
takes away the confidence.
Yes.
Therefore, people who operate in that space, certain things happen in that space.
Yeah.
One of those, they can spend a whole lifetime fixing your business at a fee and never bring a client.
Yeah.
Because if they fixed it, then there would be no need for them to come back. Therefore, no income.
Yes.
Given those circumstances, what do you think would be a greater opportunity if someone had all three? Courage, confidence, and belief. What do you think something like that would result to? Because clearly, if there's flexibility.
If there is flexibility, then.
Yeah.
But performance is important as well. You need to
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah.
You need to deliver something.
Yeah.
Because, like this sounds like a gentleman that is all talk. But
No
now,
performance.
no performance. There's no reviews. There's no one saying, no,
Yeah.
these are our clients, which
Sort of takes away
it does.
terms of that courage. So basically, courage is a double-edged sword.
Yes.
You can go either way. You can have the courage to sell a vacant story. But you can also have courage to sell a really good, beefed-up story.
Yeah.
That has good results.
Yes.
Okay.